S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
First down, Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go, go, go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. And 58 is a Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm coming after you. And 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Down, 30 base. Look at me, zipper.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
36. Under pressure.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Ready. Time to go. Night. Strong right. Strong right. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen. 58, boys, 58.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Here's Murray. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Watching you find. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Brother. Mike 55. Mike 10.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let him know, let him know. Back, back, back. Check, 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 check. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, 6-3. 19. SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Hey, 20, that's it. We go 25 to Mike. Hey, let's get in that holes. Shoot. What? Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Let's go! 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Say. 61, matchbox, white. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. You gonna take. 5. Yep. 58.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, let go. Go.
On the run, it's Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Mike 55.
On 2nd and 12, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hatchet.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, it's Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
27-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Murray now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and through by Myers. Got an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
X3, 218, jump. Check, rock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Jones got an open man. It's Watley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Go, 8-3. Check, 43. 80 weapon.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Yeah.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a the sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Kill, 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 kill. 49, check 49, check 49. Yo, 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 go, go. Motion, motion. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Let's go.
Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Saquon Barkley running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Set. 60 outlaw. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. 51 the mic. Here we go, here we go. 51. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. What? Let's go. Come on.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'll get him, get him, get him. Check 55. Check 55.
From the 45 on second down. Murray going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Danny. Switch. Check nickel. Tighten up.
On first down, Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Look at me. Score. Score. Fight.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? 58, come on. Hey, watch the leg. Hey, Alpha. Look at me. Zipper. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Cut, cut, cut. Check, check. Hey, lock it. Check 52.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check. Check. Check.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You must be dreaming.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey,
Murray to air it out again. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, check. Mike 55.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Murray now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
55 mark, guy, 55. Switch. Check right. Watch it.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Mike, 50. Check, 55. Let's go one more.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
At the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Zoom. Trash. That's trash. Mike 55. Trash.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check right. Watch it, 55. All day, baby, all day. Mike 55. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Mike 55. Order. Get in the middle, 55. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Throwing again on second and 10. Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
First and 10
Check
at the 32-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing on first down. Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 55. Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Yeah. Let's get off the field. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Yep, go. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Throwing again. Murray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Watch twist, roll. Twist.
Throwing again, Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5-5. Delta. Mike 5-5. Come to my work. We won't.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Throw complete to Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
We got this.
Herndon. A gain on the play. That's good for a Cardinals.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Murray. And he will score. touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
36, 36. Undercrush. Check. Ready?
Now it's Barkley. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Shit. Check. Crunch. There. Check 31.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it third down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
And the blitz does come. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's put that team on a bus. 58, boys, 58.
Murray to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew,